Charleston White, we here.
Say, what's up with it, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. The baddest man in town.
Man, shit, yeah, I ain't the toughest, but I'm the baddest. Yeah,
For sure,
yeah,
sure, man. Man, I love what you're doing. You know, I got hip to you. I think it was a viral video on YouTube. You know, you go live, every morning?
Yeah.
And I had seen something on YouTube, and one video led to another. The next thing you know, I'm watching you all damn day.
Yeah.
You know, 30 minutes at a time, clicking to see, you know, what the fuck is on, you know, Charleston White's mind. You know, how did all that come about, you know?
Man, basically, doing work in the community, right? Doing work in the community, being a outspoken hip hop critic, you know, speaking out against, you know, the local rap beefs, addressing gang violence in the community, addressing gun violence, addressing prostitution, addressing STDs. And so putting all that in one message, trying to deliver it to our community, man, end up causing me to go viral, right? In a video, I got into it with a so-called gang member, the Harvard Street Crips. And so I pulled up in the police parking lot, you know, because I'm a local activist, so I'm safe and comfortable with pulling up in the police parking lot. And so I argued with the guy, said that I was going to go call the police on him. As a matter of fact, I'm here right now. Flipped the camera screen around and let him see the police sign up there. And not knowing my Facebook antics, man, and his Facebook persona and character that I had developed over the years would thrust me into, you know, this international internet sensation. Yeah, man. So here we are.
Yeah. One thing I love about you is you are so unapologetic.
Very much so.
You know, it's a lot of people that stand on one thing the day after they're apologizing.
Yeah.
One thing about you, you say something, you stand on it.
Yes, sir.
And you admit to your wrong sometimes. I've seen you come back and clear some things up or squash, you know, certain beefs or settle differences with people. But for the main part, Charleston White is super unapologetic. You stand for everything, and it is what it is.
Man, my mama told me, you know, truth has no feelings, right? And truth doesn't care about anybody's feelings. So in my mind, homie, based on you know, my qualitative experiences, my quantitative knowledge, I think I'm speaking truth. I'm walking in truth. So when I'm on social media talking and advocating and speaking, and someone attacks me, someone insults me, then I take it there verbally, right? We begin having verbal judo. And so when I'm there's no hate in my heart, right? So when I say you stupid motherfucker, man, I fuck you, bitch ass, there's no hate in that heart, right? When I say, man, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, I can't stand you, bitch ass niggas, there's no anger behind that, right? So I reflect. What most people see me, man, is a reflection of our communities, right? The reflection of what we see on social media, a bunch of bullshit, some entertainment, some foolishness. So I'm all that in one. So why should I apologize when I'm reflecting our communities and then I'm speaking against the things that hurt our communities, and then in real life I'm working to repair the harm of our communities, man. Right. So no, I ain't apologizing for a motherfucking thing.
Facts. One thing that stuck out, I think what made me really fuck with you was when you really got into when black people kill black people, we don't march.
Yeah.
There's no protesting. When you see on NBC and ABC and CNN that a little kid was shot in Chicago or in Fort Worth, Texas, or in St. Louis or in these inner cities, when a white cop kills a black young man, we marching, we rioting. But when an innocent kid is killed, or when a popular artist like a Mo3 is killed by another black man, we don't march. And that shit really stuck with me, because people like to argue on Say Cheese that black on black violence isn't a thing.
I bet if you go talk to all the mothers who children and sons was killed by another black man, they would say otherwise. If you go to prison and you look at all the black men in prison that's in prison for violent crimes that's projected against other black people, but they're not violent toward the Mexicans. They're not violent toward the white people. So when you go to the schoolhouses and you look at in the cafeterias at the schools from elementary to middle school and high school, you don't see blacks fighting whites. You hardly see whites fighting whites. It's black on black, right? So when I walk out of my doors as a black man born in America, as an American black man, when I walk out of my doors, my greatest threat is another black man who look like me. It's not a police officer who's gung-ho. It's not a racist police officer. It's not the Klansman. I got to first survive amongst the niggas and the black folks around me. Man, it's sad that we tore up the country for George Floyd, right? We didn't have the backstory to who George Floyd was. All we had was a nigga that was being killed by the police, and we became outraged, and we said, we're not taking this no more. And then all of a sudden, we killing each other like never before. Like George Floyd, death never had an impact on us.
So it's a contradiction.
It was a major contradiction. And it gives us, it gives the black race a black eye, you know, in our fight, in our struggles. When we cry, we're being oppressed.
You know, every time a black person kills a black person, white people sit up and it's like, we prove them right every time. Yeah. It's like they sit back and laugh at us when the King Vons die, and when you see the Mo 3s die, and the FBG Ducks and the shootings. The white people sit back and they licking their chops at us.
We don't tote guns for any other purpose in the hood, in the black community. We don't tote guns for no other purpose than to kill another black person. That gun isn't to protect our mothers. We're not packing no gun to protect our communities. We're not packing those guns with all those rounds of bullets in it, anticipating someone impeding into our community like we did when Kamala Harris bus came and all the black people went. We're not doing that to protect the sanctity of our communities. Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun, his bullet is for another nigga. When he loading a gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is gonna be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in a nightmare and say, "Ooh, thank you, Lord, I thought I killed the white man." But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
No, I do not support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga with them child support arrears that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up in the courthouses Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a raglash nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect for ass. They wait till people like that get killed, right? And then they come out and say, "Oh man, you ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots on, have you? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on, with his cap and gown. Police don't shoot niggas with their shirt tails tucked in, with them hard bottom shoes with a bow tie on." So the narrative is always they get behind a certain particular black man that they can push this divided. They conquer and divide is the method of Black Lives Matter, and they do a good job exploiting the black community.